So if we're asked to sketch a graph of these functions, they're set up so that we have like what some textbooks say is the 12 basic functions. The graph of cosine of x is something we try to study before we start doing plus 1 times 2 and all that crazy stuff going on. At 0, at 0 on the x-axis, cosine starts at what we say is the peak of the amplitude. And it goes up and it down and up and down and it keeps fluctuating like that. Okay? So for a piecewise function, the only difference is that we're only supposed to graph when this function is less than 0. So look, this is x equals 0, right? X equals -1, x equals -2, x equals -3. So we're only supposed to graph this side of the function and not do this side of the function. So when we make our sketch, it starts at the peak of the amplitude. Actually, it shouldn't say, one of these shouldn't be like this. Let's say it's like that. We can't have greater than or equal to on both sides. It's only going to be defined in one place. So cosine starts at the peak of the amplitude. I'm not going to graph this side of it though. I'm only going to graph this side. And that's the basic structure of cosine when it's less than 0. And then it switches to this function, the absolute value function. And a quick sketch of the absolute value function, it always makes a v at the origin. Since we're only graphing when x is greater than 0, close out here, that means we're only graphing this side of the piecewise function, so it should be an open circle and going this way. I'm not going to draw this side of the v because this graph only happens when x is bigger than 0, so only on this side of the y-axis.